This is a 2457. This is a 2497, and they are both LMTs. So that's the 57. That's the 97. I just picked up this one. You would think these two are exactly the same, with the exception that the 97 has voice control. No! These two are really different on the inside. I'll just show you what I mean here. So if I take the 2457 here, and I just go to Device and About. Okay. Make a mental note of this specifically right here. Hardware version. Version 4, 8 gigabytes, such and such and such. Okay, so that's a V4. Now we'll look at this one, 2497. V5. This is significantly different than this one. And then look at this. The software version is at 5.5. Software version at 8.8. And oh yeah, there are differences between these two. I'll show you a few of them. So on the 2457 here, if I do a detour, see this button right here? I can, oop, wrong spot. I can do it that way. On this one, where'd I put it? Okay, change route. Different. Now I've got more stuff. Also, in the 2497, the place to avoid tolls is under avoidances, right there, tolls and fees. Whereas on this one, it is under its own menu, toll roads. Always ask, avoid, and allow, which this one doesn't do. It just avoid or not avoid. This one has the always ask option. Oop. And lastly, now you'll see this one's green and this one's gray in the top. This is because this one's not on a highway yet. But the fonts between the two slightly different. So for all intents and purposes, this one, even though it's supposed to be in the same generation as this one, again 2457, 2497, this is a V4 with totally different software in it. This is a V5. And I notice that the 97 is slightly faster, and the camera won't show this, but this one, the 97, ever so slightly brighter screen. Ever so slightly, not like major difference or anything like that, but just slightly. But otherwise, these two look exactly the same. I mean, you would think you only get voice control with this one, but you get a little more. I actually like the way this one does detours better, but I like the way this one does has its own always ask for the toll avoidances on this guy. So yeah, I noticed that, and that's part of the reason I wanted to get a 2497, is because I looked at the device about screen, about device, whatever it's called, and I noticed the guy on eBay, which is this one that I bought, did post the about screen, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's a different software version. Then I looked at it more closely, and I examined it against this one, and this one is a previous generation compared to this one, which is one later generation. I have no idea why Garmin did this. Not a clue. But so while they look identical, very different under the hood, so to speak.